Well, welcome to the IDIGBEST menu section here. This video is going to be to show you all the new features. One is our bubble level. This bubble, each circle outside of the center is a half a degree. So you can see which way your machine is aiming, which way it's tilting, what kind of ground you're sitting on. If you got a small backhoe, you can lift and square yourself up to flat. Gives you a lot of information, helps you tell what you're standing on, what you're doing. You can see the bucket here, the IDIGBEST. When you go to machine control, that turns to green. That's when you're going to actually run your machine, not just what we're doing here. Get into that later on. Menu, everything's one touch button. Click the menu, takes you in. You can go to how bright you want the screen. You can go to click on feet and go to feet, or metric. This is feet, inches. Graphics, change colors, clocks if you want them, beeps on and off. Machine, this is machine number 10. You have up to 10 machines on your system. Bubble level on, you can turn it off if you want. You see the bucket if you do that. Float boom, that's all for automation. Pretty simple. Home key right here always takes you home. This is our zeroing button, by the way. This always zeroes you. So right now we're at 6 inches below grade. If we hit the 0 button, now that is our new grade. 0 button's important. Use it for a lot of things. If you hold down the menu, continuously take it, then you get into the setup program. And that's where you go into set new buckets and things like that. You can also look at diagnostics, watch everything move and how it goes. Again, to get out, go back home. We've got a few functions. One of them here, this is an important one right here. It's a favorite. The bottom left button, anytime you click it, you put in the difference from the laser or from what you touched that you want grade. So say what I just touched here a second ago, I want that to be, say it's the top of a wall and I want to be down 4 foot. So I can input 4 foot in here, negative, and I go below it, or if I want to be above it, digging, I can go above it. And when I hit enter, and we'll just put in a number 3, 8.2 inches, hit enter. And now it says, since we zeroed before, it says we got to go down 8 inches from the last time. Then go back into that grade. Remember my 0 key, hit 0, it's back to 0. Really simple. Enter to get out of it. Laser modes, you got your laser that's off. Then you got the second mode is just standard laser, so you measure sea level for like plans, hit a benchmark, put in the grade, all your marks, all your grades will be there. Next one is A for, this is where you're measuring absolutely off the laser, so you got a basement grade, a tile grade, whatever it is, your grade is, you put it to it, you stay in that grade. Right now it's looking for the laser, which you'll learn in the laser parts. Once you do though, then you can go to the green again and you can put the difference, whatever your shot stick says, 1080, something 7. See, it's 1 foot 7.5 inches below grade. Yay, hit enter. And whenever you wade through the laser, it's going to take you down to what your value is. Very simple. Again, I want to zero that out, get rid of it. Oops. Turn to the green, it's 0. Real simple. Another thing we have is the, you see this D right here. This is for memories. If you hold down the button that turns everything green, bottom left corner, it'll tell you D1. It'll go through the different ones you got. This is D2. It tells you different parts. Let me get this out of laser mode here. We're trying to acquire a laser right now while we're talking, so I'm going to take it and put it in non-laser mode so it's simpler. Anyways, you got 9 memories. D3, just 3, that's the D3. It's in feet. I want to go down 6 feet. These are just some of the memories I put in there. Number 4 is feet. You go down 7. So this is set up for basement walls, what we do in Indiana. That's certain grades we have. 0.33, that's for a ledge inside of a basement. You stroke through them, and if you get back to D nothing, then you're back to your standard grade, what you were. That always works off of your initial grade. So you put in your initial grade under the green, whatever your shot stick was for, say, bottom of basement, hit enter, and then you can, I'll show you, go to our first menu like I did, go right, and it takes you to the menu for the jumps. You can go feet, you can go inches, you can go block, and you can go meters. Any of these that you put in, or none means you're not going to use it, But any of these that you put in, like feet, this would be feet, like feet and tenths. So you put it in on your other screen. If you're using feet and inches, it automatically converts it. Same with this right here. Let's say this was oops, I went past block there, but let me use block. Blocks are 8 inches tall, so 7.5 block. It'll tell you what that is in inches, meters, whatever you are with your standard measurement on the home page. So, you know, if a guy says you need to go down 2 meters, you just come over to your memory and click on, with the thing here, click on meters, and then you hit enter, and you can tell it whatever meters you want to go down. Hit enter, and it's in the memory. Okay. To get out of that, of course, home screen, and like I said, you hold this down for the memories. Get your first one, second one's block, 7.5 block. It's 5 feet evidently. Meters, 1.5 meters, about 5 feet. These are the different levels going through there. So we get out of that, get back to normal. Then we've got this one right here, the R, the reach. Reach is great. You zero out this number here, this is your vertical number, and to zero out the reach, you just hold the 0 button down until it's 0. So now away from wherever your bucket was, parallel with the Earth's magnetism, it's positive. Towards you from that where that 0 was, it's negative. So if you touched your track, everything away from you, tell how far from your track your bucket was, or if you want to do a vertical hole. You can see here, machine 10, that's model hoe. Model, that's the bucket 1. I can go through here and go to, let's see, we've got machine 1 in here, which is a case mini hoe. Model 2 is a Cabelco 150, 42-inch bucket. I can change buckets. Whatever the buckets are, I only got one of them in there right now, the 42-inch. Enter always to come out of there. Speaker, great one. You can turn it on. You can hear it there. If you don't like speakers, you can turn it off. But if you hold the button down, you'll turn your LEDs off that you can put on your bucket. And if you hold it down again, you'll turn the LEDs back on. Explaining, this is feet, this is inches, and on input you'll see percentage of an inch. You can't put fractions. This right here is that's 1 inch high, 1 inch low. You can see just me wiggling the tables causing very sensitivity to it. This is the front of your machine with the bubble all the way around it, like I said. Everything's set up, including this right here, the F3. This is so that you can tell the top of your boom not to hit any power lines or emergency alarm for the bottom. Just nice alarms. This area is always the information window area. This is the ground, this is the sky, angle of bucket. Everything's one touch, and always remember that, because when you have different things to do and you're getting stressed out, maybe you just need to hold the button down. Thanks, and enjoy the IDIGBEST system.